I got a water bottle, got water in it. There gotta be no water in the water bottle, so I have to chug this thing. All right, guys, this is the third video in our toy series. If you haven't seen the first two videos, definitely click the links. They will take you to those first two videos and you'll be able to kind of check out what they're about. None for Zeus. This episode is about non-interactive toys. And what I really mean about that is toys that you don't have to stay there and watch your dog or interact with your dog as they are using them once you establish that the toy is safe for your dog. If you like the toys that you see here, check the description for links that will take you to them. My favorites of the non-interactive toys, I like the water bottle a lot. This is just a regular water bottle. I like it a lot because dogs like it a lot. The thing about this is that it usually comes with paper on the outside or a plastic wrap. You want to make sure that you either remove that or your dog is not the kind of dog that will remove it. Also, these things have caps. This is not food. That could be a choke hazard. Same thing with this little plastic here. I don't really want my dog ingesting it. I could cut that off with my with a little knife or a razor or something if I want to, and just give him just a bottle. You have to watch the dog, because once again, I'm sure there's a dog out there that could rip this, can cut it, and then could try to eat it. So you have to watch your dog with the toy. That's a theme. That's something I'm going to keep saying over and over again, because I don't want you to end up in emergency. Another good one that I like is I like the Kong toys. These things. Funny story about these, they're supposed to look like dog poop. That's why they made them in this shape. I don't know why they thought that would be a good shape, but whatever. These things come in different colors and of course at different sizes. The colors have a meaning. There's a purple one as well. The pink one is supposed to be for really young puppies. There's a purple one that's supposed to be for old puppies. The red one is the original, which is supposed to be good for just about any kind of dog. This is a super tough, it's supposed to be for hard chewers. I could tell a difference when I squeeze this one. This one is harder, but these two, to tell you the honest truth, they feel exactly the same to me. So I don't know, check in the store if there's a price difference. I don't think your puppy's gonna care if it's pink or if it's red. So this is a great toy that is a toy that would not necessarily be interactive. A lot of the times what I do is I take a celery stick or I take a carrot, I put it in there. I might put some cream cheese or some peanut butter. I put it in the freezer so that way it's frozen hard, and then I give it to the dog, especially on a hot day. That is pretty cool, and it will keep him cool. Sometimes I will plug the end here and I'll put water in it and I'll freeze it, and then I'll put peanut butter on top. And so there's ice and there's a little bit of water and there's peanut butter, and the dogs love that as well. For a puppy in a crate, this could keep them quiet for some time, you know. So that is something to think about. This is a very much smaller one, but it's the same basic idea. You can give that to your toy breeds or your small dogs. All right, so other toys that are not interactive. Other toys that you could leave with your puppy. One of my favorites, of course, is the Nylabone. These are Nylabones. These Nylabones come in different strengths. This one is for soft chewers. This is great for puppy teeth. The thing about this one, though, is that a really strong dog, can bite this and can get a big chunk off of it, and that could cause a choke hazard. You know, so you want to watch how your puppy is eating it. A healthy dog, it'll start to look like that, where you can see just like little pieces of it will come off. That means that the dog is not chomping down and taking big chunks all at once, right? This is another example of the same kind of toy. It is softer. It will bend, you know. This one might be just a little bit harder, but it will bend in your hand and so forth. The Nylabone, the hard plastic Nylabone like this, a lot of the times, this is one of my favorites to give to a dog. As they're chewing, yes, it is plastic, You can put it in boiling water or you can put it in your dishwasher and clean it. As they're chewing it, little plastic pieces will come off of it, little tiny plastic pieces. If your dog ingests it, which they probably will, it'll pass through without causing any problems. As long as they're not doing big chunks, right? It won't break down, it'll just pass through the dog. A lot of the times when I have clients will say their dog doesn't really love the Nylabone so much. I say it's because we just drop it on the ground and walk away from it. You know, we're like, here, chew on this instead of my glasses. Glasses are plastic, just like these are plastic. Remote control for your TV is plastic, just like these are plastic. You know, your cell phone case that your cell phone is in that your dog might want to chew on, that's plastic, just like this is plastic. So there's no real difference to the dog, except for we walk around with our glasses on. We walk around. What are you doing, buddy? Excellent, you could chew on that right there. We walk around with our glasses on. We walk around with our remote control in our hand. Because we carry it, it has meaning to the dog because it has meaning to us, right? So if I want my dog to really like this thing, what I do is I walk around with it in my hand. I tease them with it a little bit. I put it on the high shelf and I stare at it. I run around with it. I have it in my back pocket. I have it around. That way when it hits the ground, he's like, oh, that thing has value. I want to chew that thing. And then, then they're chewing on something healthy. Another good thing, when I say healthy, I mean it's not damaging your stuff. Another good thing is that these feel different than anything else that we have around. Although it is plastic, it is solid plastic, which is different than our remote controls and our glasses and things like that. So this is one of my favorites. They come in all sorts of different shapes, and they are definitely pretty cool to have around. All right, other toys that we could leave our dog with. Of course, there's the Marrow Bone. I get my Marrow Bones from the supermarket. I have a bunch in the freezer right now. I just didn't feel like taking them out. This is an elk antler. It's kind of the same thing. It is comes from a real live animal. It's uncooked or untreated, and dogs like to chew on those kind of things from time to time. Marrow bones are great. These are great. The thing about marrow bones that you want to be aware of, a lot of times they are hollow. They're kind of like this, except for maybe this end is a little bigger. They're hollow, and as the dog chews on it, you have to make sure that the size is right for your dog. You don't want it to get lodged on the dog's bottom or top jaw, because then you have to bring the dog somewhere to get it sawed off. I don't recommend you saw it off yourself. You have to bring it to somebody and have them saw it off like a vet if it gets lodged. And the way the dog's teeth work, as they go in and they're chewing, the teeth, especially the bottom teeth, they're chewing this way and then they could get hooked inside. And that could be a problem, right? So watch your dog while you're letting them play with any of these toys. The elk antler is also pretty good. You want to watch your dog as they're chewing this as well. There's some dogs who might have softer teeth than this material. If your dog is going to town on one of these and is not changing shape, that means your dog's teeth are probably changing shape, right? Because somewhere there's material coming off as the dog is grinding against it. So watch your dog with it. Make sure that it is healthy and safe for your dog. For some dogs, after a while, they'll start to get bored with this. A quick little hack in order to be able to get your dog interested in this again is drop it in some chicken broth, and this is porous material. It'll take in that flavor and the dog will start chewing it again, all right? So elk antlers, thumbs up. I like them a lot. I have a lot of these around my house. This one is old. All right, other little toys. I like this toy a lot. You could stuff this with food. I like all the toys you could stuff with food. For this one, I like to use it with treats. I bring it a lot of the times to my consultations. When I have a little puppy, I'll put some treats in there like that. And the puppy will be a little bit restless. And as I'm talking to their owners, I'll leave that on the floor and the pup could bat at it. It doesn't make too much noise because of the material it's made out of, right? This one here, you can see there's a little hole in it, and that is good for putting in treats as well. That is pretty much the same concept, same idea. You could do the same thing, of course, with the Kongs, but the hole is so big on the Kongs that unless you have a really big treat to go in there, I don't use that much for that. I usually freeze those with peanut butter or something really nice in them. All right, so if you like that video, definitely click the subscribe button. Check out our other social media. You can find the links in the description. Yeah, until next time, enjoy your day, enjoy your dog.